Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sudden Wealth. I hope you're having a wonderful first week of the year, and I do hope that it's still not that busy, at work or anything else, and you guys can still find a little bit of time to relax. Don't forget, if you do enjoy the content, please drop that like and subscribe. We are very, very close to 850 subs. In fact, let me see here. I will let you know exactly where we stand. And we are at 842. So we are 8 subs away. So I would really appreciate, guys, if you could, just drop that like, drop that subscribe, turn on the notification bells, and we can kickstart it. So, Jim Cramer did it again. For those of you who don't know, we are experiencing a big sell-off in crypto, about 5% in Bitcoin. Let's put things a little bit into context. No, we didn't crash. Okay? We crashed to 6 days ago price. That's not a crash. Okay? Or very close to it. Now, in case you guys don't know, Jim Cramer, the CNBC, I don't know what to call him, so I'll just tell you, the guy that works in CNBC and presses all the buttons, basically is very famous for consistently being on the wrong side of everything. So if you actually look at the top picks for stocks, for banks that he had in 2022, were exactly the banks that went bankrupt. Basically, he said, I'm very bearish on crypto and on Bitcoin. Why would I buy it? This was in October 2023 that he reiterated that message. And basically, from the day that he said it, we went straight up. So, of course, Jim Cramer comes yesterday and says, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. So, as you guys know, we had to dump. We need him to go bearish again, okay? It's really uncanny how accurately, completely opposite to the right decision is so many times. It's really, if you think about it, it almost makes you think that you're really that we all live in the Matrix, right? And Jim Cramer is the little hint that we get. You see, I'm going to show you this event this many times to see if the guys can figure it out, right? That's sometimes I get that feeling. Now, in all seriousness, is this a big deal? Are we all collapsing? That's it, bull market canceled, blah, blah, blah. No, that doesn't mean that. It just means that we are kickstarting the first week of the year bearish on crypto now. Crypto was kind of the outlier. And on stocks, there's still some price. And by the way, also on commodities and gold, etc. I think gold is also down something like $35 today. So we are starting the year on the red. Is this a big deal? No. We, at the later stage of quarter four in particular, we went pretty much vertical with no stops in between. That's not normal. We need a pullback. We need, because you see, this is what happens. If we have vertical moves, who's buying at the end? The people who think this will always go up forever. So the euphoric bulls. Okay, but when you run out of those, who do you have left? Only people to sell. So you need to relax a little bit so the bears that were extinct during the rally can come back and say, this is it, this is the top, that's it, crash, Mad Max in 2 weeks, the world is finished, you better learn how to grow crops in the middle of the mountains. Those kind of people need to pop up again so they can get annihilated once again. By the way, in this category, there's someone called Harry Dent, who is predicting, you guys already know this, a massive 80% market crash for 2024. Now, question is, should you be concerned? This guy has been predicting this since the first time I saw it was in May 2009. Now, for those of you, for the kids, the youngsters at home who don't remember, March of 2009 was the bottom of the financial crisis in the stock market, and we basically rallied from there up until today, even after COVID, even after the 2022 sell-off. We've rallied something like 750% in the Nasdaq and 600% in the S&P, something like this. Okay, maybe it's 585. Okay, fine. Okay, but something around these lines. And then you ask me, okay, but what did he recommend to do? He recommended to short stocks and to buy bonds. In case you guys don't know, before the rally of Q4 2023 on the bond market, bonds were trading at levels inferior to 2006. So in an environment where pretty much every asset went up during the time frame of 2009 to 2023, Harry Dent managed to recommend the only one that managed to surrender all the gains of the bull market right up until October, November 2023. And this is particularly sad because he was recommending people to buy TLT very aggressively at 170. So even after all this rally, I think we are at 97, 98. So you need a 2x on the bond market, which is, you have no idea, this means trillions of dollars, okay? Just to break even, not even inflation adjusted. And the reason why I'm talking about this guy in particular is because the beginning of the year is where all these Peter Schiffs, Robert Kiyosaki's, Jim Rickards, Harry Dent, Stephen Van Meter, well, all of these guys pop up again. Like, people are a little bit distracted by Christmas, whatever. And after the Christmas rally, we tend to have a cool-off period, which is what I believe we are right now. So this is where these guys come in. And because the human beings are addicted to distraction and to, oh my God, this guy, the world is ending tomorrow, this kind of narrative that we like so much. That's why some of the most viewed videos on YouTube are fails, which is people just failing completely. We are emotionally predisposed to accept this kind of information. I'm not telling you to listen to these people or not. What I'm telling you is just check their track record. It will take you 10 minutes before you start to understand that the narrative and the story is the same that it was 10, 12, 14 years ago. And then you can make your own judgment if you think they will finally be right. You see, because I can come here and predict a stock market crash every week. Now, eventually, I will be right because, of course, there's going to be a stock market crash somewhere in the future by some reason, right? But what is the value of that? There's no value. So that's why I don't do it. The same way that I don't come here with the 10 next cryptos that are going to 100x in 10 days. I don't do those kind of stuff because, first of all, even if I get it right, it's pure luck. So there's no value in it. It's me like pick the number 50 for the lottery. Pick the number 50. And I come here and I say the same thing over and over and over and over again. And then, you see, I was right. In any case, bringing it back and closing it out on the crypto side, I do think we are still in play for the cycle. I do think sell-offs are due to happen. Pay attention to the end of January. We should go back above 45,000 and we should check how stocks performed at the end of January. Typically, if January ends up being a green month, we tend to end up the year as a green year. Now, does this happen 100% of the time? No, but it happens more often than not. This is going to be a very volatile year. I've said this since November. Something. Prepare yourselves. 2024 is going to be a volatile year. And if you fall prey to emotions, most likely than not, you're going to shoot yourselves in the foot by doing too much in too short of a time, just for you to look back in a couple of months and think, if I just didn't do anything, if I just turn off all my devices, I would be so much better. And that's the funny part. That's the majority of the cases. The more you touch the more you risk to break it. That's it. In any case, guys, thank you very much for your patience, for being here. This week I won't do a live stream, but next week I will. I mean, okay, fine, if something really major happens, maybe I'll do one. But other than that, I will do it next week. In any case, guys, I'll catch you tomorrow. Thank you very much for following. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.